Law enforcement agencies warn New Year's Eve celebrations could be targets for protests or acts of violence. A retired NYPD Inspector Paul Mauro knows a thing or two about protection. And thanks for being here, first of all, on New Year's Eve. And I hate to mix politics with New Year's Eve, but the open border policies of the past 4 years gives police in New York pause about how to protect this year's celebration, right?
Well, it certainly does, especially when you consider that there's recent reporting that TDA, Tren de Aragua, has established a certain level of certain presence. I don't want to say control, but a certain presence in and around Times Square relative to some of the crime that we've seen there. Now, fortunately, a lot of that is property crime, but that's something that you do want to be cognizant of if you're out there today. It's a prime event for things like pickpocketing. You want to be cognizant of that. If you're on the subway, stick together. Don't be looking at your phone. Stay alert when the trains are pulling in. Those are things that the police concern themselves with every year. I don't really think this year's event is going to be that different relative to something like TDA or any of the other criminal gangs. Police department's been doing this a long time. They know how to run this event.
So we have to stress there's no specific threat. Still, the Department of Homeland Security, in a memo to the NYPD, said ongoing geopolitical conflicts may contribute to mobilizing a variety of extremists and malicious actors against large gatherings. How hard is it guarding Times Square tonight?
Well, again, this is something the police department's been doing well over 100 years. And so your best tactic here is just the uniformed omnipresence of so many officers. As you can see on the screen there, they got the dogs out. They're going to have all the specialized units out. Harbor's going to be in the rivers. You're going to have aviation up. There's also a lot of things that you won't see that the police department is doing behind the scenes. And all of that goes into a package that is revamped every year relative to any threats. But as you've heard, there are no specific threats this year. And a statement like that from Homeland, while important, let's recognize is very broad. Things overseas may occur here is essentially what that says. Well, you know, realistically, that's not a very pointed warning. Of course, that's the case. Realistically, that warning comes out every year. We do have to be aware of the fact that post 7 October, the tension level has heightened in areas of the world that could devolve here. The police department's aware of that, and I'm sure they're taking prophylactic measures.
Yeah, no, we're so focused on Times Square, but there are other big cities that have gatherings around and celebrations around the country. Is there anything different that law enforcement is doing this year that they did not do in the past?
Well, I think maybe the TDA presence that you alluded to, because they can be centered in and around Times Square, I think that they're likely keeping an eye on them. There are areas just off of Times Square where they're known to congregate, including the migrant centers, the migrant shelters. They're going to be keeping an eye on that and liaising with people that work there, because they are aware of the fact that those folks are out there, and this could be a target for them, primarily, as I said, property crimes and things like that. I think police departments around the country are going to be doing that, but let's recognize all that's happening at a time when police recruitment and retention is down. And so while the NYPD has a lot of resources to throw at this, every cop at some point works this detail. I did it in various capacities, 26 years. You know, other cities don't really have that luxury. And so I just hope that they're prepared and they know what's coming at them.
I'm sure they're working on it. Paul Mauro, thank you very much. Thank you for your service also as an NYPD officer. Appreciate it.
Happy New Year.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.